quiet suburb of Houston in an aging apartment complex called Riverside Heights, something strange had started to unfold. Not something explosive or loud. No, this was quiet, too quiet. It all began on a Thursday evening when Maya Keller, a 32-year-old freelance graphic designer, heard a faint knock from the hallway. She lived in apartment 303, just beside the mysterious, always locked apartment 304. It had been empty for months, or so she thought. Maya peered through the peephole. No one was there. She waited. Silence. Then, just as she turned away, another knock, this time louder and closer. She swung the door open. Still, no one. Just the door of 304, slightly ajar. That was impossible. The apartment had been vacant since the previous tenant, a retired professor, vanished without a trace 6 months ago. Police had sealed it off after the investigation. But tonight, it wasn't just open, it was inviting. Maya hesitated. Her instincts screamed no, but curiosity pulled her forward. She stepped closer to the door of 304. Inside, darkness, thick, musty air. But something else, too. A faint glow from inside the room, like an old TV on static. She called out, "Hello?" No response. She pulled out her phone, turned on the flashlight, and entered. The apartment was filled with walls covered in photographs, printed, aged, and pinned. Hundreds of them, all different people, all staring straight at the camera. Then her light landed on one frame near the kitchen. She froze. It was her, taken from outside her window. Last week, she dropped the flashlight. It rolled across the floor. In that moment of darkness, a creak. Someone else was inside. Panicked, Maya ran. But the door slammed shut behind her, locked. A low voice whispered from the shadows. "Why did you come in?" She turned, heart pounding, scanning for the source. Footsteps echoed from the hallway inside the apartment. "No one ever comes to 304. The voice murmured. In a rush of adrenaline, Maya smashed a side window with a stool and climbed out, scraping her arm. She bolted to the property manager's unit. When the police arrived, there was no sign of forced entry. No photos, no lights, nothing. Apartment 304 was still sealed. The same yellow police tape from 6 months ago fluttered on the door. "But I went inside," Maya insisted. One officer frowned. "That's impossible. This apartment's been locked since Professor Halden went missing." The name chilled her. Professor Halden. She'd just seen that name, pinned to a corkboard inside. Later that night, Maya reviewed the photos she'd secretly snapped while inside. Most were blurry, except one, the last one. It showed the interior of the room, and standing at the edge of the frame was her own silhouette. Only she hadn't taken it. She wasn't holding the phone at that moment. That meant someone else was standing behind her. Since that night, Maya has moved out, but every so often she still receives an unmarked envelope in the mail. Inside, a photo of her sleeping in a place she's never been.